everybody, it's Quinn here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here at CalSpeed Karting for a super special race. Today is the 12-hour Machismo. Well, today's actually just the practice and qualifying for the 12-hour Machismo. It's a 12-hour endurance race, and we're going to be racing from 9:30 a.m. tomorrow to 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be pretty great. Right now, the faster classes are doing their practice. So right after they're done, we're going to go out for the clinic and go on the track. We practiced on Technico, which is pretty close, but pretty close is not good enough. So we've got 6 sessions scheduled today, and we have a 1-hour qualifying session tonight. So hopefully we can pick up.
Oh, you can't record this.
Oh, I can't? Not allowed?
No, because you stole all my secrets.
That's the point. Oh, okay, then I am going to. Now that our camp and tent is set up, we are going to go and do the race clinic. We're going to learn a little bit more about the Machismo track, and there's no better person to teach us than CalSpeed legend himself, Mike Smith.
If the ascent steps out right here, you are slow. Slow down a little bit more. Right next to the apex. Let her come on out a bit. If you guys are having the back end step out on entry, going in too hot. If it happens right after you get on the brakes, why'd you have to get on the brakes so hard? You're going fast. Sliding on entry, slow down. Sliding on exit, line. Got to get perpendicular to your apex. Again, slide on entry, slow down. Slide on exit, line. It's not just this corner, that's every corner. Think about those tools while you're out there.
Check this shit out, guys. Look at that. Real comms. I'm a real race car driver now. We got an RV and a tent and comms, which basically makes me Lewis Hamilton. With the race clinic completed and our practice sessions under our belt, it's time to go out for qualifying. Hey, excuse me? Is my GoPro on?
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, appreciate it. We're waiting here in the hot pits for my teammate to come in, and here he comes. We're going to do a driver change, and we try to go pretty quickly. This is the first time that I have ever been involved in a driver swap, and it doesn't go super quickly, but it doesn't need to. This is a 1-hour qualifying session, and it's just about the fastest lap that you do in that session. As we pull out of the pits, I'm actually feeling pretty nervous. I did get quite a bit of practice done during the course of the day with our practice sessions, but this is the first time I have ever driven a go-kart under the lights. The track temperature is substantially lower than I'm used to, and that means that the grip is not anything like I've been practicing on. It takes me a little while to get up to speed before I can really start setting laps, but then eventually I found a good groove and kind of found my natural qualifying pace. So now we're going to watch my fastest lap in my qualifying session. We're going to actually watch this twice. We're going to watch it now here at full speed, and then we're going to go back and take a deeper look at it, and I'm going to talk you through how I get around the track. But right now, I just want everybody to get a general idea of it. And really, the Machismo track was about being smooth. There were some new corners that CalSpeed had not run before. This one here, this hairpin, which was a turn-in under braking. It was super weird, but it felt really, really nice when you hooked it up right. It felt really greasy. And then we have the sweeper here. You want to try to keep it pretty tight around the sweeper, and then into this center hairpin here. This is the other new turn, and it's very similar to that other hairpin. And then we've got this one, immediately another hairpin again. Machismo was pretty technical, but it's my favorite layout at CalSpeed. I wish they ran their Sprint and Super Series races around the Machismo track, because it is a fantastic layout. Now you want to open the track up as much as you can. The track limits are not enforced as heavily in the endurance racing as they are in the sprint racing, so you can really extend the track out quite a bit. You want to turn in, keep it hooked up nicely through bypass, because that's going to determine your speed the whole way down this large main straight here. You want to tuck a little bit and then go over the line. So we're going to take a look at that same lap again, but we're going to break it down, and I'm really going to tell you how everything's working. I'm also going to show you this top-down view so you can see exactly where the cart is on track. So we're going to turn in just as the cart is passing this blue barrier on the right, and then you want to get in between the S's. You want to brake just after you get off the first curb in the S's and try to mount that second curb pretty strongly. You only want to go mid-track before carousel. You want to mount both curbs for carousel if you can. So we're going to use this curb quite a bit, and that rotates the car a little bit, and then you just kiss that one, and then throw it over there to that outside curb. Here you want to minimize your distance rather, going down that long straight. Here we want to brake just about here as we're coming in, but you want to get off the brakes nice and early so that you can get the cart turned well. If you've got too much brake, you're going to end up spinning into the barriers there, and that can be very, very costly. Here for the big sweeper, you want to try to keep it tight. The grip was changing a lot, and the carts were washing out quite a bit, so it was pretty difficult to hit those apexes. And then you want to hit the brakes here, right as you get to the blue barrier again, and then roll back on the throttle through here. Once you get the cart parallel to this line on the outside, I lift actually to get the cart turned in, and then I roll back onto the throttle as we go through the corner. And then you want to try to open this up nicely so you can get a good straight run up this hill. I'm chasing these guys right now, and we end up catching them in a little while. But we are going to open this all the way up, like I mentioned, kind of extend those track limits, and then we can run it super wide again. You can see we're going right over the paint. Don't even pay attention to that paint there. And then we're about a cart width off of the wall there for the turn into bypass. It's really important to turn in nice and early for bypass. Like I mentioned last lap, it determines all the speed for the straight. And then you want to be coming straight off here. You can run it out a little bit wide, tuck a little bit, and that's going to bring us in for a 113.66. Now that we have set the fastest lap that we're going to set in this stint, we are going to pull the cart into the pits. The pit box was kind of a nightmare for us in qualifying and the race. You'll see in the next video how much pain this penalty box, or this stop box, ends up being a penalty box, creates for us. You can see I roll it there. The official criticized me for rolling it, and I argued with him, but reviewing the footage, official, you were right, I was wrong. So I pull my seat insert out of the cart, I put my teammate in, I make the biggest jump in the world, and we're out of the car. Hey boys.
Good work, man. You killed it.
Good to see you. Hopefully Chris will do even better.
I don't know. I was thinking you're the lightest. You're like 30 pounds light.
Yeah, I'm pretty light.
So
I just finished my qualifying run. We're a team of 4, so each of us gets about 15 minutes in the car to qualify. We have car 51, which is a green car. I don't know if that's good luck or not. I think my best qualifying time was a 13.6. My time was the best time of the team so far, but we have Chris out on track right now, and Chris has got some magic first lap pace. So we're really hopeful that Chris can bring us something in the 13.3, 13.2 range, because right now all the teams are very close. It's a very competitive order. Even 2/10 would gain us like 5 or 6 positions on the grid. So, but we're looking forward to it. We've got about 10 minutes left of qualifying, and then I'm going to drive an hour and a half back home to LA, and then an hour and a half here to get here at 7:15 a.m. to start the race. So here are the results. Our team was called Too Fast, 3 Furious. We were in the number 51 cart, and we qualified 25th overall, but it's a multi-class race, so that doesn't tell you the whole story. We actually qualified 10th in our class, but this is how competitive it was. We were less than 1/10 of a second away from a podium start, from starting 3rd. So 1/10 covered 7 positions, and it was great. We were a lot more competitive on race day than we were on qualifying. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and make sure to tune in next week for the race.